going?
In the car.
But where are we going?
School.
To see who?
My crush.
Ooh. You excited?
Yes. Did on me with my best friend and my toy. We could find it. I mean, I had it at my table, but somebody must have taken it.
What did you say about the first? What was the first thing you said?
My crush cheated on me with my best friend.
Your crush cheated on you with your best friend?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, sunshine. You okay?
No.
Oh my god. What can I do to make you feel better?
I don't know.
Well, you'll find somebody else. It'll be I promise.
I bet I won't.
Yes, you will. You'll find somebody better, sunshine. And then what else did you say? What was the second thing?
Snoop said in 94, we don't love them hoes. Okay? Those hoes ain't love them. They got the chips you on.
It's crazy. Wow, little homie got cheated on. As a little kid, the little kid crush, she broke his heart. He did. Now, is his father failing him with the game? That's the question here. That's the whole topic. That's the insight to this video, to this content commentary. Is his father failing him with the game? That's the thing. I'm gonna make this intro very short. I'm gonna make the intro so I know you fellas love it. This is inspirational, man. Just give it to me. Just give me the props. You ladies love it. My face on it. You know, y'all love the dimples and smile. I know. I guess I just can't help myself. I'm just fucking with you. But y'all already know what it is. Y'all already know what to do. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please hit the like. Please hit the notification bell so you fellas can be alerted on my videos. Every time it comes down piping hot status, you're going to get it. Just hit that notification bell. My video for education purposes only, fair use only. Especially this for the little young fellas. I'm talking to the little young 9, 10-year-old, however he is. I'm talking to y'all with your little crush. I was the same way, man. We young men. We were young men. We were boys. That's just what it is, man. Now, go to the description of my videos on how to get at me. My number's there, Gmail, everything's there, man. Go join that Patreon, get on that $5 tier, man. Go get some of that raw and uncut material. You cannot join here. You cannot get here. I'm not joining, but you cannot get here on YouTube with my commentary. Now let's talk. When I was a young dude, you know, I remember I was in 3rd, 4th grade. I used to get suspended a lot. And, you know, if I can bring my mother on here, my brothers and sisters, you know, my older brother, my brothers and them around my age, not my younger brother, they was a little younger, they don't really remember. But my brothers around my age, yeah, I used to get suspended a lot. You know, if it wasn't fighting, it was, you know, raising a little girl, dress up, you know, doing some little crazy things. And I'm not encouraging you young fellas to do that, you little young kids, or your children, and I'm not encouraging them to do that at all. Don't do that. You know, we talking a different time era. When I was a kid, I was 6, 7 years old in 88, you know what I'm saying? So 1988, 87 or something, man. So, you know, I was a baby. You know, we was in school, you know, freaking around, squeezing little girls' chest, because there wasn't no tits or nothing, you know. Acting like we kissing and pecking and all. I've done all that shit, man. Sending the love letters. Do you like me? Do you like, circle the yes or no, or check mark. They send it to me, you know, and vice versa. We was kids doing kid shit, thinking we grown. And especially in today's time, motherfucker going to jail, there's gonna be some shit behind it. But back then, kids was just being kids. We were all kids. I was 6 years old, 7. So, you know, they like, oh man, Casey, where you learn that from, man? You had to learn that. What you mean where I learned that from, man? You know, I haven't seen, I've seen people kissing on the block, and I've seen the house party dancing, and I've seen a lot of little shit, man. But you kids, you sneak around, you sneak into porn sections, you sneak into Jack Mags, the magazines, we call them Jack Mags in the joint, but magazine, Playboys and shit like that, Hustler, Penthouse, Blacktails, and shit. Yeah, y'all motherfuckers know them books. Yeah, we used to, read them motherfucking magazines and shit. Not just in our household, but just visiting different households and shit. We wasn't supposed to be doing that, but we was bad little boys, so we'd go sneak and shit and look around. So it gave us the insight on lusting, thinking that we was in love, or thinking we had a girlfriend, thinking we had a crush, like this little boy here. Not knowing the game, see how he's crying and everything. He's a kid. He's entitled to do that. His little feelings is hurt. He's never probably, I'm gonna give him 8, 9 at the most. You know what I'm saying? He's a kid. He's a baby. So he's supposed to feel that. Now, his father, on the other hand, there's 2 ways I can look at that. At the way he's gaming his son, the first piece of advice he was supposed to give was, don't even worry about these little girls. Pay attention to your schoolwork. Grow within your academics and your literature, your reading and things of that nature. You're supposed to let that grow with you. You're a baby, you're a kid, stay within that. I can't tell you not to like a girl or things of that nature, but you don't supposed to put your heart and your mind into that. Focus on school. Focus on having fun. Focus on playing kickball, dodgeball, soccer, volleyball, basketball, football, whatever. Focus on your academics and focus on having fun. I would want to get that advice, if that was my son. But at the flip side of that coin, I'm also giving advice about girls at a young age, and just like I gave my son, I gave him the game, I asked him, do you like boys? Do you like girls? I want to know what's up. Oh, I like girls. Yeah, I like you. Okay, boom, that's where we at. We can communicate on this because I want to see what's in your mind. I want to see what's going on. My daughter the same way. Talk to her just the same. Don't put your worries in on that. Your feelings are very vulnerable right now, and anything can hurt you. Just like falling down and cutting your motherfucking finger. Riding a scooter, a little kid scooter or a bicycle will hurt you. Your feelings will hurt just like that. It'll equate to that because you don't have the mature mindset to know the difference. To actually go through a relationship feeling and actually go through a traumatic or trauma or some kind of painful feeling, physical. So yeah, I had to give them. I gave them that kind of game. When they were younger. About young women, but. You don't love these hoes, and like Snoop said, you don't love these hoes and shit. I mean, it's the way I can't tell him how to structure it. The way he said it, it's the way he said it. I would try to pick another way to say it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't enforce the way my life was onto my children. And when I was coming up, I viewed a lot of the women as hoes because as a kid, I came up in the crack era. And I seen women gold digging, chasing dudes for money. I seen women doing anything for drugs, and I seen a lot of that, So that my whole philosophy, my whole philosophy about, women are kind of different than his. He didn't have that upbringing. It's like this child here. He ain't got the upbringing as his father got. Absolutely not. His father's probably around my age, a little young. He grew up in my era, somewhat in my era. So he knows the difference. The little child don't. So you would want to give him, some different advice, some more better advice, Like he gave him on the phone, that was, when he was talking to him on the phone, that was cool. He's crying, he soothed him through that, got him over that hump. But at the same time, us as men, certain words we got to pick, to feed to our children. And the reason why is because you don't want them to automatically growing up thinking, that we don't love these hoes, every woman's a hoe, when your experiences and their experiences are totally different. It's going to be totally different. You know, this is what it is. You know, the way I grew up and the way they are being, you know, raised is totally different. You know, I ain't gonna tell them you don't want to love these hoes. I'm gonna let them know you don't trust no woman. You don't put nothing past no woman. You do not pedestalize no woman. None of that shit. Automatically, you don't love no hoe. We know that. So if you feeding him all this on what not to do, he's gonna sum it up. He's gonna know automatically that I ain't supposed to love a hoe. You did, but just putting it out there, throwing it out there like that for him, nah, that's not suitable. So you want to feed him, you know, a different bracket to it. Everything else he said, hey, it was on point. The way he fed his son, hey, the way he fed him the game is the way he fed him the game. I'm not gonna knock that, but we don't love these hoes. Come on, homie. You know, don't feed him none of that shit. You feed him a little bit more. You gotta go in depth with why he shouldn't love a hoe if you're gonna go that far. If I'm gonna say that to my son, I'm gonna go in depth with why he shouldn't love a hoe, you know, and what not to do to lead up to him loving these hoes. You get it? It's a lot of things that he should put in place. Sit down and conversate with him about, you know, mold him, and then soothe his ego with giving him a bag of fucking Doritos. No. Hell no. You soothe his ego by saying, come on, let me holler at you. Take him in that motherfucking room, sit down and give him about an hour or two conversation about girls. And he gonna ride with that. It's gonna be something, it's a father and son thing. So it's gonna be something that he's gonna ride with and stick with. It's more so way different than if his mother was to give him that advice. You know, it's coming from your mother, so it's like, yeah, you ain't gonna really give me. Come on, you gonna sugarcoat it and all type of shit, because these girls are still a girl, just like you a girl. So it's gonna be, you ain't gonna give me the real shit. Father gonna give you the real shit. Fuck the Doritos, put it up and give him the game for real. Like these videos, share them and subscribe. You know what it is. And this is for my men out here that's got young children. You got young boys. And if your little boy fuck around and sneak, because they be doing it, sneak on YouTube, look at this, and he might get some of this advice. But other than that, this is for the men and the young boys, though. You already know what it is. And go join that Patreon. Get on that $5 tier, man. It's waiting on you. Holla.